Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we're going to have some fun playing Magic. Alright, the fun thing that we're trying out today is we are doing the Ranked Draft of Dominaria and trying out the Ranked Draft. Pretty fun stuff here. I've been enjoying it and I was just doing this kind of playing on my own time and I got 4 wins and I was like, you know what, I might as well throw this up on the video as well. So let's go ahead and check out what I drafted. I decided to go, the very first card I got was the Siege Gang Commander, which I was like, alright, that's a pretty good pick up there. And then I just drew into a bunch of red and black stuff that worked really well. We have Togar to kind of get a really fun janky win if we can, because we have a ton of stuff on the low end, like G2 Lava Runners, maybe some saplings with fungal infections. That was the other thing we got too. I think I actually drew into 5 of the, no, we just had 4. We had 4 G2 Lava Runners, lots of really like hasty stuff that we can do in the early game. We have Flame Kill to kind of bring back what we have there. We have our Varix Bladewing, which was awesome pickup. That was actually passed to us. Yargle, because I mean Yargle is just fun. Like, so I had to make room for this guy because a 9/3. I mean, you got to do it. So initially I had 2 Chainer's Torments, and I was kind of going on a different route with a Champion of Flame and some auras, but I just feel like we didn't have quite enough auras to make it consistent enough, and so I actually decided to pull him out and just kind of focus on this, and it's been working really well for me. So let's go ahead and get into the gameplay. We can kind of see the deck as we're playing, so I don't want to go into too much in depth here, but yeah, here we go. Before we jump into the gameplay, I wanted to thank today's sponsor, Flipside Gaming. Check them out at flipsidegaming.com and use the promo code JEFF, Jeff, to get 10% off all orders over $10. Alrighty, so here we are against Rara. Sounds like a 50s Go Team chant. Alright, pretty expensive. Well, actually, if we can draw land, the Witch into Deathloom Talent kind of sets up a board, and then we can hopefully get into some removal and card draw. So on the draw, I think we can keep this just fine. I'm like the pro at keeping 2 land hands, and it always gives me 2 lands. So, all right, we're gonna play Swamp first, pass the turn, and we have 2 of these guys, so we can kick the other one. Actually, did we keep both? I can't remember. Ooh, Togar is great. We're looking for a second Swamp now, for sure. All right, so bring down our Skin Witch. So we're playing against a mirror here. Looks like the this has been working for us. So yeah, I've really been enjoying the ranked draft here. Super fun. Ooh, I like that guy. Please swing in, draw us cards. We're all about that. I'm not sure I actually want to play this now because I kind of want him to swing in and have us draw cards. I want to get it on the battlefield and swing in here so he'll block. I get to draw cards for his turn. I probably should have swung in first. But if he blocks, we get to draw a card, which is great. We like drawing cards always, even if they get to as well. But we're looking for land now, so we want to draw as often as possible. And now we actually have Togar if we draw into Swamp. Ooh, that would be so good right now. We really want that to happen. Swamp, and then we can settle the score on anything that will block it. Warlord's Fury as well. Yeah, there's some fun stuff we can do. Or even just the Varix Bladewing to kind of swing in for the last points of damage. We are in pretty good shape, I believe. Oh, come on, let us draw. All right, we're going to actually swing in first here. So swing in with everything. There's a couple of creatures that flash. He's actually going to do it. Block the big guy. All right, we drew... Oh, man, we didn't draw a Swamp. Well, he does kill this fella. Trades off, we get a Sapling. No longer drawing cards off that guy, but we are going to go ahead and play the Varix Bladewing here. Even though we could get more off kicking it, I think it's better just to play it right now. I think we have 1 card that brings stuff back from the graveyard. I didn't focus as much on those. Okay, Dark Bargain. He's going to go drawing some cards. He already has a pretty full hand. But yeah, this is looking... I feel like we're in pretty decent shape. As soon as we draw into that second mana... Wait. That was weird. I did not mean to click on that. Man, that's sad. Having a Howling Golem and then not just like keeping it around. I guess he traded off, so that's not bad. Drew a couple cards off of it. I need to build a deck around Howling Golem, because that is just so fun. Alright, so fights with fire, our guy here. We're just going to go ahead and keep some pressure going. So Warcry Phoenix, get it down. That way it can come back later on. Try to keep 3 creatures on the board, so it's a resilient threat in the air. So yeah, it says whenever you attack with 3 or more creatures, you may pay 3. And if you do, return to the battlefield from your graveyard to the battlefield, tapped and attacking. All right, so we will sacrifice Saproling here. Eldritch Reborn, pretty good for them. We don't. I'm wondering if we don't want to bring down Torgar until we know for sure we can handle this. All right, let's see here. Probably should have Dark Bargain there instead of playing that. Let's go ahead and play it now, though. I want to see what we can draw into. All right, 2 removal spells is not... Oh, and a swamp. Man. Do we just keep everything up? I mean, we're going to bring him down below 10 anyway now, so we might just want to keep Torgar kind of for later anyway. Settle the Score gets turned on. So let's go swamp, and this can destroy... Man, both those are good. Let's go Fiery Intervention. That'll get anything that Eldritch Reborn brings back, which is probably going to be our Ferrex Bladewing. And then swing in. And pass the turn. Discarding. Do we really want Warlord's Fury? Flame of the Keld is pretty dead right now, so let's go ahead and get rid of Flame of the Keld. I mean, we have a pretty full hand. It'd be nice to have, but like it's so far away from being useful. All right, what you got? Darigas. All right, Settle the Score will be great here. He does have haste, swings in for 7. Yep, down to 11. And he's actually going to be able to bring it back next turn with haste. Is this instant speed? It's sorcery speed. Oh man, that's bad. Well, we can Torgar later. All right, let's so do we get down something bigger? We know he's going to get it back. That way he can get back Ferrex Bladewing, though. All right, let's go ahead and... This does exile it. So yeah, let's exile. I was thinking this just killed it. This does exile it. That gets rid of Darigas forever. So go to combat, swing in. We're going to save Warlord's Fury for a while. Hopefully let it get us in the last few points of damage or trading off with big things. Yep. Brings back the Bladewing. And we'll just get rid of that with the Fiery Intervention next turn. And that brings it back to our graveyard. Which, again, I can't remember if we have anything that can bring it back. I don't think so with this deck. We didn't really run into Eldritch Reborns or anything like that. Rampaging Cyclops. So if it gets blocked by 2 creatures, 2 or more, then it loses out on its abilities. All right, so how many spells do we have in here? We have 2. All right, so Fiery Intervention on Bladewing. G2 Lava Runner. And now, let's see here. Do we swing in with the Warcry Phoenix or do we save it to block? I think we kind of go aggressive here. Swing in. Yeah, because if he ever swings back at us, I mean, Siegegate Commander should just finish off the game now. As long as we can keep it alive. And we can double block it and it only kills one thing. But if he swings at us, we can swing back with so much more. So All right, what you got? Let's see what you got. Rah-rah. All right, goes to combat. I'm not sure I like the new system here. Like, it's harder to see. I liked the other one a little bit more. All right, so Swamp isn't bad. Do we just go down with the Abomination here? He's holding up a lot of mana. We could draw... Okay, let's Siege Gang Commander. No, not with those. We're going to pay... We could get Torgar down too. We're going to focus on Siege Gang this time. So that's 5. We can ping in for 2 points of damage. So actually, what do we do? So actually here, so if we can swing in with everything, he lets in 3 points of damage, we play it, and then we kill him. So go to combat, swing all in. So the good thing too is that Siege Gang also brings back our Warcry Phoenix if we want to swing in afterwards. We have the three creatures to swing in, pay the 3, have 2 more points of damage kind of unblocked. So we swing in, see if opponent's got anything. I mean, he blocks the Lava Runner and we win. I mean, we should just win because we have... The only thing is if he kills Siege Gang in response to the creatures coming down. So that's fine. We're okay with mana being tapped that way. So tap the mana that way, bring down Siege Gang, we get a fire and a Goblin. And actually, we can use Siege Gang's ability on himself anyway, so we have victory here. So now use his ability on target player, using the Goblin. And 2 points of damage. Yes! Alright, so we are undefeated so far with this deck. And this deck, I am running a lot more than the 40 cards. I'm running... Ooh, rank up. I'm running... I think I'm running like 49 right now. So yeah, I don't know. It works. It works. All right, 5 wins. Here we go again. Alrighty. So here we are against the big cool dude. Nice. And yeah, we are 5 wins in so far, and we'll see if we can carry it on. All right. This is looking pretty good. Chainer's Torment, turn 4. Divest, can probably get some good stuff right out of their hands. So yeah, we're going to keep this. Forest, oh man, that's what we want to be hitting on turn 1. Alright, I mean, Lava Runner can block it at least, but let's go ahead and get their big thing out of there. See if they got the Still Leaf Champion. Shauna's probably going to be the best thing. Yeah, all these things are big. We can kind of plan around it. Alright, so Shauna, take out Shauna. They're kind of doing nothing for the next few turns now, hopefully. Plays a plane, swings in. And a Mesa Unicorn. It's not cool. Alright, so Mountain and so there is something to be said about just racing them on mana. I mean, they do have Llanowar Elves, but we could just get them to discard these 2 guys, which are their 2 biggest threats. But this lets us at least block the Mesa Unicorn. So we're going to play it. Pass the turn. Chainer's Torment can be pretty big here, as long as we keep our life total high. So they played the land that we hadn't seen, so we still know their hand. That is one thing to try to keep track of, is what stuff comes in whenever they get to see your hand. Alright, so double Lava Runner's not bad. And we're not going to attack in, because I guess we could just double block with these guys, but this way we just have a little bit stronger defense. Alright, they're up to 5 mana, and that's bad. That's very, very bad. Chainer's Torment will hopefully... I mean, it'll get us like a 10-10 as long as we can keep our life total up. Fiery Intervention can hit some big stuff. We might even want to kill the Llanowar Elves before too long. Sergeant at Arms. Alright, passes the turn. Well, we have the plan to discard their stuff kind of still available. We're just hoping they don't draw into land next turn. If they go land, we're kind of just dead. Alright, so Chainer's Torment. Do 2 damage, gain some life. And no attacks. And as long as this isn't a land, we get to Stonewall them still for a while. Maybe something to kill a artifact or enchantment. Alright, opponent just passes. Unfortunately, not drawing into our land there. Which if we draw land, I mean, I think that we're still in okay shape. So we're going to pass the turn. We are losing a lot of life here. If we ever do take a big hit, we're hoping to draw into Torgar. I mean, those are some big hopes, but I actually am a big fan of Chainer's Torment in like an aggressive deck because it does 4 damage, you're gaining back life. We get a massive guy here, 12-12. We're going to build our board up really quick with Siege King Commander. And then we can kill something next turn. Yeah, we're in pretty good shape. No attacks. Hopefully we can just keep swinging in with this 12-12. Alright, so they did draw into the lands now. They had the tapped one last time. So they can bring down this Thorn Elemental. So it can assign combat damage as though it weren't blocked, which is pretty bad for us. We do need to kill that. So we can, if we draw into some more land, we can Fire Intervention and Goblin to kill it. So if we draw land next turn, we make them discard, and then, I mean, they won't get that many turns off with it as long as we can keep swinging in with this horror. All right, what you got? What you got? Chainer's Torment's really fun if you're gaining lots of life. I mean, having a 12-12 on the battlefield on, I guess it's turn 6, but still, that's a pretty big turn 6 creature. Especially if you have, oh man, it's actually pretty fun. Let's see what they could have. They could have a Seal Away in hand, and they might be wondering if they play their big stuff instead of that. Alright, so they do bring on Thorn Elemental. We can give the Fervent Strike to it, which actually is great for defense here. So, Fiery Cannonade. So do I swing in with the big guy? That's the question, because this guy can swing in and do tons of damage to us. If we have the Fervent Strike up, then we're in okay shape. I mean, land would have been so good there to be able to play this, the Witch here. This guy does not have Trample, so he can block with anything. So I think that we just want to hold back a little bit. We have some really good things to be drawing into. So pass the turn. I mean, this guy coming down makes things a little bit harder. He can swing in for with a lot of stuff. But our Fervent Strike will help us against this guy at least. I mean, I guess we could have killed him with the rest of our creatures, but we lose so much then. And still he gets in for 7 points of damage. If we hit him on first strike, he doesn't ever get to do his damage. And so that's kind of my thoughts with the Fervent Strike there. Alright, Worm comes down. That resolves. Goes to combat. Will he swing in with Thorn? No, he doesn't. And, yeah, pass to my turn. We're looking for land. Oh, man, now we're really looking for land. Alright, I think I'm actually going to swing in here now. See if he's willing to trade off some stuff with it. Man. He can swing in for so much damage next turn. But if he swings in with everything, we can Fiery Intervention and swing in for a ton. So let's go ahead and swing in here. If we can get him to block with multiple creatures, then we just Fervent Strike and win. The only damage that he for sure gets through is the Thorn Elemental. So as long as we can stay with a decent life total, we should be good. And we can block with goblins and kind of fire them off at other people. Or at the face. Alright, blocks with Llanowar Elves. Alright, so Mesa Unicorn, we're okay with them gaining 2 life here. That's okay. Alright, so hits them and pass the turn. We're really looking for land. Land would be amazing here. So Siege Gang can block here with Fervent Strike, and then we can fire off some of these guys. We don't have enough to kill the worm. I guess I could block the worm, fire off 2, block here. I mean, we're hoping he swings all in. And if not, we just keep putting pressure on with the horror here. Alright, they do have a flyer. Okay. Ooh, that's bad. That's very, very bad. That's very bad. So he can do 9 damage to our face now. Which brings us really close with the Sarah Disciple. Swings in with the 2 big guys, though. I think we're going to kill the worm off here. We have to keep the Fervent Strike as a way to take care of this Thorn Elemental next turn. So we're going to... Do I not get the block here? Oh, yeah, here we go. So, yeah, pass. So, block. And let's see, how much damage do we have? We're going to be taking 9, I'm pretty sure, regardless. So, we'll just block with 1. So, choose the blockers. Use the ability. Target creature. Sacking this guy. Submit. He doesn't have trample, right? Alright, so we're down to 9. And do we want to do anything else on my turn? Do I want to like kill Llanowar? I don't think so. Or actually, I can make it so he doesn't have any blockers. Do we have enough damage that way? We just have to hope for a land, I believe. Alright, pass to my turn. There's land. Land. We have to keep up Fervent Strike now. So we can Fiery Intervention, kill Sergeant at Arms. Making him discard's not as good anymore. I wish this destroyed target enchantment as well. So he does his first strike now, so he actually gets through with his points of damage. So I think we're actually just dead. So we have to swing all in here. Ah, dang it. I missed that. So let's see here. What can we do? Dang it, I miss it with his first strike. Even if we get first strike, he can still assign his damage. So we can't use the ability here. We just have to hope that he misses and doesn't block with Llanowar Elves. Yeah, we're dead. I'm going to show him what we had, and then we're going to scoop. Man, Thorn Elemental, pretty powerful, especially with First Strike. Man, so I should have killed Llanowar there with one of the goblins, because we actually had lethal that way. And I even thought about it, and I didn't play it out, so I definitely made a mistake there. If I had killed Llanowar with a goblin, fiery cannonaded the Sergeant at Arms, swung in, I just didn't do the math. Bummer. Alright, 1 loss, 5 wins. Let's keep going. Alright, against Max Dangerous. That is a funny name. Alright. Ooh, this is looking good. Alright, Lava Runner. We have a lot of things we can play, so we're absolutely keeping this. On the play, too, so we get to play Lava Runner turn 1. Possibly get a big Fungal Infection swing in next turn. Island. Alright. We'll play the Swamp first. Go to combat. Swing in. And we'll just play the Witch here. Yep. Nothing really hasty with Island, and this is a pretty good blocker, so not too worried at all. Alright, possible Seal Away or a counter. We're going to go to combat first. Swing in. Alright, takes it. Let's see if they have counter. No counter. Alright, perfect. Pass the turn. I can't remember what's in Dominaria. I just kind of played without going back through everything. I think Essence Scatter is in Dominaria, or is it... or something else? Well, play Mountain. Go to combat, attack in here and here. We're not going to try to force anything through with the Fungal Infection just yet. So he just blocks, takes a 3. We play Thallid Omnivore. Pass the turn. And now we can kind of force through quite a bit of damage. Alright. Sentry comes down. We play Swamp. Go to combat. Attack in with... We don't have the two things in there now, unfortunately. So we're going to go swing in here. I guess we could just press our advantage, and we can always just sacrifice to get more damage through. And we're going to do that. I'm swinging here with Deathbloom Thallid to see if he trades off somewhere else. Alright, so we're going to Fungal Infection the Sentry. So that kills him. And then we're going to sacrifice, yes, our Lava Runner. Submit. And opponent just scoops it up. Alright, perfect. That was beautiful. We were down to 1 card in hand, so really they probably should have played it out, but that was pretty powerful. Alright, up to 6 wins. Let's keep going. See if we can finish it off strong. I feel like this is the point where I always lose 2 in a row, though. So we're just going to try to keep a good hand. Make it happen. We'll be good. Okie dokie. MTG Deck Guru. Sweet. It's like as funny as a name as MTG Jeff. How unoriginal. Alright. let's keep this. Opponent is going first. Yeah, this is looking great though. Not too shabby at all. Ooh, Fiery Frenzied Rage is great too. Lava Runner. I think we actually want that on the Witch here to have a little bit more toughness. I mean, swinging in with a 3/3 on turn 3 is amazing. That can be a 4/3. Alright, Knight of Malice. Well, I think in that case... Well, I mean, I guess we have a blocker with the Witch here. Or do we start going aggressive? Maybe we just go aggressive. Let's go aggressive. With Run Amok, everything we have in hand, we're going to go aggressive. Alright, so swing in, 4/3. Down to 17, pass the turn. Glad we're not playing white here. We'll see if they are. Alright. Black-red deck's making it through. And, ooh. Shield of the Realm, great for the Knight of Malice here. We can still kill it with the Fiery Cannonade. Yep, swings in for 2. That is fine. We can swing in for 6 this turn. how aggressive do we want to be? I want to wait till we actually need to press through the damage, I guess. So go to combat, swing in for 3. And the Witch is pretty good here, so yeah, we'll just play it without waiting to kick it. I mean, it takes 6 mana to kick it, so yeah. This just lets us block for a while. It should let us block. We'll see if they have the fungal infections. Keldon Warcaller. Alright, so we actually... Ooh. So Mountain. So I think we swing in and run amok. He prevents 2 of the damage. We still have enough to kill both of them. So go to combat, swing in. Warlord's Fury would have made it even more protective, but I think this is pretty good here. So blocks with both. We're going to put Knight of Malice first, yes. Run amok. And we get to... Oh, dang it! I needed to put 4 on him instead of 6. Ah! Oh well. Fiery Intervention will kill it. That's an extra card that we could spend somewhere else. It's a little frustrating. Alright. Arved the Cursed, huh? That's bad. He has Death Touch. Alright, swings in. No blocks. And lifelink. Alright, so we do kill Arved the Cursed here. We can kind of play around the other guy here. Brings it back down to a 2/2. We get a swing in for 4, 5. Do we keep this back? Yeah, we keep it back. Alright, swing in, bring him down to 8, pass the turn. Man, I can't believe I made that mistake. And I even saw it like right beforehand, but alright. Short sword, ooh, makes this guy bigger and stronger. That's bad. Very, very bad. Alright, we're looking for some sort of removal. We have Vicious Offering, which will do it. We have Settled the Score. We have Settled the Score. Hey, let's just do that. Yeah, Hexproof from white, so yeah, we're good. And we keep up G2 Lava Runner, so we can start swinging in with this guy. I mean, if he wants to block here... Yeah, because that actually keeps him away from 2 creatures for the next turn, so then we guarantee damage with the big Lava Runner. So we're totally fine with this. So now we pretty much guaranteed win unless he has a big removal spell here. And then we're hoping for Siege Gate Commander, something else to finish it off. Our Warcry Phoenix. There's a lot of things that help us win here with our deck. So, do we finish it off? 7-1. Yes! 7-1. Woohoo! Oh man, that never happens to me. All right, so I'm not sure if it gets a lot harder in the later ranks, but working pretty well though so far. And Silver Tier 3 is where we finished off. And let's claim our prize, get some packs, and we will open those up. 950 gems. Not bad. So able to play again a couple times, which I probably will do here soon. Ooh, okay, the Self-Replicator, I've really been wanting to build a deck around this guy. So whenever you cast a historic spell, you can pay 1 and create a copy of itself, which if you have a lot of other things that... I think there's a few things that whenever historics come into the battlefield, you do stuff. I'm not sure if it's caster into the battlefield. I'll have to double check here. But alright, so there's one fella. And man, we're getting some good stuff. And Karn's Temporal Sundering, a great card as well, whenever you actually have legends. Well, I was going to go do the deck review, but we don't actually have the deck to look at anymore. So that was it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, all that jazz. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.